So in this video, I have a figure from a brand I don't even really know what it is. I just feel like the figure itself looks very cool. You can see at the top left corner there, it says Hexanoid. I'm very intrigued to see what this figure is going to be all about. I've seen the figure opened up and it looked like it had a decent amount of articulation for being a smaller 3.75 figure. So I'm very excited to see the kind of vibe we got going on here. Closer look at the box there, you can see there is a very dope shot of the character in the back there, illustrated by Mechazone. 52 Toys, I'm assuming, is the brand. You can see at the bottom here there is his gun and some extra hands, which is very cool. Flipping it over to the back here, I will not be able to read some of what's going on here, but you can see comes with the gun, some alternate hands. Looks like 3 pairs of hands with the fist, open hands, and open hands, and then the weapon holding hands. It's looking like it's showing off some of the articulation here. There is, I'm assuming, a description of the character. Overall, looks like a very cool little figure. I'm very excited to open this guy up, so I think without further ado, we can jump right into that. Alright, so getting this guy out of the box here, you can see there is a little baggie that he's going to have all of his extra accessories in. There is the open hands, the grip, weapon gripping hands, and then there is that very cool looking plasma gun in there as well. Very tiny alternate hands here, but showing them off, there is a lot of unfocused detail. There's a lot of cool detail going on. You can see on the knuckles and the glove there. And then there is this plasma type gun as well. Alright, so getting the actual figure in here, I'm going to be taking a look at it with you. Kind of got some weight to it. It feels like there might be slight metal on this. Oh, bro. The articulation, I can already tell, is going to be really wild on this guy. Okay. That's very cool. Yeah, he's falling apart before your very eyes. Pretty sure it's a ball joint though. Yeah, we're good. Very cool. I knew this guy was going to be articulated, but his articulation is very smooth. He definitely has a lot going on for being a 3.75 scale figure, and I think we'll look at some of the details and then I'll jump into the articulation a bit more. So a closer look here, you can see all these very cool little details inside the mask there. You can see he has like these almost bug eyes look to him. It's very cool. A lot of the very cool panel lining all over this figure. And then bringing them to the back. Again, more very cool sculpted detail. I like those wires and stuff on his back there. Very cool looking figure. So it looks like he has peg holes on the outside of his arm there. So I wonder if you could throw the gun in there. I'm not sure. I think it might just be part of the design. Or maybe there's extra accessory kits for this guy. But jumping into the articulation, the head, you can look up very far. Look down very far, which is really cool. You got the left and the right, and one of my favorite things is the head tilt. It's just so sick. It adds so much more expression to figures when they have the head tilt, and like, I don't know, being able to do that, I just think that goes off. So with the shoulders here, they'll reach out to about 90. It looks like there's a ball joint going on the inside of the figure. There is a bicep swivel, a single jointed elbow, which will reach 90 degrees there, and there is the wrist is also on a ball joint, so you're gonna be able to spin it and then move it around just a tad. The shoulders also, shoulder pads here, they'll move up and down so they will get out of the way of the articulation, which is very cool. It looks like there is a diaphragm joint up at the top here. It feels very interesting. And it won't crunch too far forward, only because of the design of the figure. It'll crunch back a bit for sure. And there's no waist there. The diaphragm joint, I believe, is good enough for the figure. The legs will kick forward. They'll kick back a decent amount. There is the upper thigh, the double jointed knees, and then the foot will go down, up. Sorry, my camera keeps on focusing. And then there is an ankle pivot as well on the figure, as well as one peg hole. So the articulation on this guy is insanely well.
Insanely well, bro. Don't you mean insanely good? What you talking about, homie? What?
And quickly throwing in an alternate hand as well as that gun there, it looks very cool. It's a really good figure. Like, honestly, I'm loving this very Japanese-esque kind of figure vibe to it. I hope Japanese. I don't want to get canceled.
Please don't be mad at me. I'm
And
a
you can
stupid
even
white
get him
boy.
balanced on one leg there to have a cool running pose. And then getting him up there on a flight stand, you can get some very cool aerial shots as well. I really enjoy this figure. And now I think it's a good time to jump into some different size comparisons. Here he is next to the Marvel Universe World War II Captain America figure. That's also in the 3.75 range. So this figure should be a little bit tad smaller. I wish my room wasn't a mess. I should have a ruler around here somewhere. This will work. So he's sitting at 4 inches, it looks. Well, that was uneventful.
Well, that was uneventful.
There's the Marvel Universe Thanos figure that is out of frame right now. There is a more 4 or 5 inch Spider-Man figure, which he is towering over the new guy. And here is a turtle, if you were thinking of making it like a turtle villain. Turtles are a little bit bigger than this guy. And finally, here is just a Red Skull figure. Overall, for it being an impulsive buy for a line of figures I don't even know, I am very glad I picked this guy up. I'd say he's very well priced. $13.99 for a very articulated figure like this, with alternate hands and the accessory, with the cool green plastic, the clear green plastic there. It just, I think it's an awesome figure, and I don't even know the line. It is definitely something I'd like to do more research on. There was some other figures there that looked insanely cool. There was this Grim Reaper type character that I almost wanted to pick up as well, but when it came down to it, if I was going to grab one, I got this guy, and I think he looks sick. Like I said, I don't know much about the brand. I might do some more research into that, but for as a figure on its own, I would highly recommend it. I'd say the biggest thing that I've struggled with is with the torso here. You can't really spin it unless you lift it up, then you spin it over to get that articulation in there. But even with that, I think it is a very cool figure. I'll be using them in stop motions. Again, I think it'd be very cool to do a kind of World War II type video, having Red Skull use this new character as a Hydra robot to fight with Captain America which I think would be very cool. But I think that's going to be all for this video. Just wanted to take a very quick look at this character, and I think it is an awesome figure, and I highly recommend it. So that's going to be all for this video, and thanks so much for watching.